At President Biden's direction, the U.S. Department of Education is supposed to open its applications for student loan forgiveness this month. We're still waiting for more information on when that will happen. But with so many questions still surrounding the loan forgiveness plan, we wanted an expert here to help us figure it all out. So Betsey Mayotte from freestudentloanadvice.org was nice enough to join us. Thank you so much for being here. We're going to take your questions today, starting with this number right here. If you got them, send them our way. It's 336-379-5775. You can get your question answered in real time. So first up, the big question, who qualifies and who doesn't for this loan?
Yeah, so most people with federal student loans potentially qualify for this forgiveness. There are some income thresholds to it. They're going to be looking at 2020 and 2021 income. And for a single person, if your adjusted gross income, so not your gross, but your adjusted gross income was under $125,000, then you are potentially eligible for at least $10,000 in loan forgiveness. That number goes up to potentially $20,000 if at any point in your academic career you received a Pell Grant.
And what's the process like to get it forgiven? Is it automatic or you got to do some work?
Well, that's a good question. Some of that is what we're waiting for. According to the Department of Education, there's about 8 million borrowers that it will happen automatically. Now, they do want to give people an opportunity to opt out. So if you are one of the lucky 8 million that it could happen automatically, you're going to get an email first and be given the opportunity to opt out of that forgiveness. For everybody else, there is going to be an application. We don't know what it looks like yet. The Department of Ed has said that they've tried to make it as simple as possible, very short, and they're not going to be requiring people to submit any type of document in most cases.
I'm thinking about my emails right now, and I get like hundreds a day. I'm worried I might miss that. What can I do?
Open all the things. Between now and then, open all the things. I mean, if it has to do with your student loan, I would make sure to keep an eye on those emails to make sure you don't miss out on when the application's available, which you can sign up for notifications to find out when the application's available, or if you're one of those automatic people and for some reason want to opt out of the forgiveness, you'll want to make sure you pay attention to those.
I appreciate that, and definitely search that. You can also set in your Gmail account alerts, by the way, for certain places. So Pell Grant recipients get more debt forgiven, but college was a long time ago. I don't remember if I got a Pell Grant. How do you find that out?
So it depends how long ago you went to school. If you got a Pell Grant since 1994, it's going to show up on your account at the Department of Education's website, which is studentaid.gov. If you got a Pell Grant before 1994, it's not going to show up there, but the feds do have that data, so you can be assured that you'll get credit for it.
So we've had a lot of viewers write on our Facebook page, I already paid off my loans. Does this mean I'm going to get a refund?
Maybe.
Maybe.
If your loans were eligible for the COVID pause, so in other words, you have not been due for payment since March of 2020, and your loans were set at a 0% interest rate since March of 2020, and you made payments during that COVID pause, so any payment made since March of 2020, you can either, if you paid them off, you can call and ask for a refund of those payments, or if you didn't pay it off, but your forgiveness amount is going to overpay what's left on your loan, they're going to automatically send you that refund. But anybody who paid off their loans prior to March of 2020 or paid off a loan that wasn't eligible for the COVID pause, I'm afraid that you won't get a refund.
So much good information. We're going to bring you back for the next segment too, because we've got some questions already coming in through text here. Keep sending yours also. It's 336-379-5775. We'll be right back.